Hey everyone, Mr. Bryan here, with my pronouns being he and him. And over there or somewhere, wherever she is on your screen, is
Miss Madison, and my pronouns are she and her.
and we are with the Quinn and Street Project, bringing you drama. Drama is all about telling that story, telling a story using the three tools of the actor. Number one, repeat after me, body.
Body.
Number two, voice.
Voice.
Numero tres, imagination.
Imagination.
That's right. We combine all those elements to tell a story. And every week we have a different word. Last week we talked about power and narrative. And this week we're going to be talking about dialogue. Now we're going to go into it a little bit more later. But the quick definition is dialogue is what the characters say to each other. For example, if I'm a character in a story and Miss Madison is a character in a story, and I say, hello, Miss Madison might respond with,
What's up?
and that is dialogue. Applause for dialogue. Applause for dialogue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we before have talked about, just as a review, ensemble. What do we do when I say ensemble? Ensemble. We've talked about tools of an actor. We've talked about what drama is. We talked about power and narrative. And we talked a little bit about characters and archetypes. And today is going to be all about dialogue. So let's check in with ourselves, see how we're feeling today. So when I say go, I want you to use that first thought, best thought that comes to your brain. And I want you to think of a word that describes how you're feeling. Think of it, think of it, think of it. Got it, got it, got it. Give me a thumbs up, or at least have it in your brain. And all right, get ready. And I want a statue of how you're feeling today when I say go. All right, ready. Use that whole frame. I want you to express and communicate how you're feeling, because all feelings are valid. And I want to know how you're feeling. So ready, set, big as you can, go. How are you feeling today? And freeze. All right, and hold that, hold that, hold that. Take a big deep breath in, holding that pose. Breathe in that feeling, acknowledging it. Big breath and hold it. And when I say exhale, you're gonna let that go and put your hands to your side and actor neutral. Exhale, go. All right, take one more big breath in and let that go. All right, aware of how we're feeling today, what we're bringing into the classroom. And I'm jumbling over my words right now. I guess I need to warm up. So I'm going to step into the space with me, however you need to. Get yourselves in the right mindset and laser eyes on Miss Madison, and let's warm up.
Alrighty, friends, we are pros at this by now, so let's jump right into our little yoga warm-up. Here we go. Deep breath in, hands on your thighs, wherever you need to be. Don't need to stand up. And exhale it out. If you feel safe, begin to close your eyes. If you feel safe to do so, I should say. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, lift your hands up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, rain them down. Dos mas. Two more. Here we go. And exhale, rain it down. One more time. And exhale, rain it down. Awesome. We're going to do the same thing, but just with the right arm. So you're going to stretch it all the way up. And inhale. And exhale, lean it over to the left. Work out any kinks in that shoulder. Oh, baby. And exhale back to center. Reach your left arm up. Stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale over to the right. And work out those kinks in that shoulder. Forward and back and forward and back. And exhale back to center. One more time. Reach all the way up. And exhale. Awesome. You're going to bring your hands to your heart center. Here you go. Hey, we call this prayer hands, but you don't have to be praying. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to bow your chin to your chest, stretch out your neck a little bit. Check in, check in. And we say namaste, which means the rock star in me honors the rock star in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
And now we are ready to talk about some dialogue, all right? So dialogue, remember, is two or more people talking to each other on stage. The other word we're going to talk about today is status. In every single situation, there is usually, I guess I shouldn't say in every single one, on stage, in plays, there is always a person in scenes who has high status and who has low status. So let's think about a movie or something where there's a really high status person and a really low status person. The movie that comes to my mind is Black Panther. All right, so in Black Panther, T'Challa is the king. So he has a lot of status. He has really high status, all right? And let's think about some other people in that movie. Oh, I don't remember Martin Freeman. What is Martin Freeman's name? The agent. I don't remember.
CIA agent guy, right?
Agent something. The
Yeah.
CIA guy. All right. When he is in Wakanda, he has low status because he is an outsider. He doesn't know anything. He has to be helped. So that is low status. He has the low status in that situation. Whereas T'Challa, he knows what's up. He's got the power. He's got the high status. That's high status. All right, so we are going to look at some archetypes. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at some this fun little worksheet, and you, friends, can follow along, or you can. Where can they find? Oh, they can find this worksheet in the description, in the description bar below. So here we go. We're going to pick a couple of these, and I want you to decide whether or not you think this character is high status or low status, and think about how that affects the way that you're going to write this dialogue. All right, so hero, I think, is going to be high status because he's a hero. So, Mr. Bryan, I'll do this first one. So you're going to fill these in. Hero, high status. And you're going to make it up. My name is Anthony, the hero, and I want to defeat Evil Tony so that I can have the best pizzeria in New York. Anthony the hero is our hero pizza maker, all right? And he has really high status, so he's going to speak, you're going to use your body, he's going to speak really powerfully, really loudly.
Speak powerfully and really loudly.
Alrighty, friends. So our hero, all right, because he's really high status, he's going to speak very loudly, very confidently. But let's do exactly the same example, but let's make it low status, all right? So see how it changes. Same dialogue. My name is Anthony the hero, and I want to defeat Evil Tony so that I can have the best pizzeria in New York. All right, so he speaks a little bit quieter. He's less confident. It's the same dialogue, so that status really matters. All right, Mr. Bryan, I want you to do one.
I would love to. I'm going to, Miss Madison, if you could just scroll down to a little bit more to Trickster. I'm going to do Trickster here.
Okay.
All right, Trickster. My name is Tricky. And I think it's fun to trick everyone because it's hilarious. All right. High status. All right. Maybe I'm in a place where I'm in charge and I get to make the decisions and I get to instill my tricking will on everyone. So let me see you do this with a high status. I'm going to do one, and then I just want you to give your example. So, my name is Tricky, and I think it's fun to break everyone because it's hilarious. All right, and that's a high status. But what happens if it's a low status? Maybe the trickster is just like a low-level intern trying to get his foot in the door to tricking university. And, this is not the most confident of people. So my name is Tricky, and I think it's fun to trick everyone because it's hilarious.
Nice job, Mr. Bryan. So, friends, we really see how important the status is and how it can change the situation and the character and the dialogue. All right. So as you're writing your dialogue and as you're writing your stories, really, really think about who has the power and does that make them high status or low status? And Mr. Bryan, let's go into our writing activity.
Sounds great. I'll make sure I'm off mute there. All right. Now, using this foundation, we're going to transition from this to creating dialogue between characters. So you have the character example list, and now that we started exploring characters with status and a background, the handout, and hopefully it's in the link here, and I'm going to try and share the screen here. Let me see here if I can do that. This is me Trying to do that. There we go. All right, sharing screen. Ta-da. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Going to do this. All right. And with the character handout, with the handout, the playwriting handout, we're going to take it's like Mad Lib. We're going to take this foundation and we're going to create our own scenes. What is happening? Who is there? When is it happening? Where is it happening? Why is it happening? So I just want you to take the characters and I want us to create a scenario for them. All right. You can do this with multiple characters. You can do this with 2 characters. But the thing that I want you to do is just let your imagination run wild. And let's do one together, shall we? All right. So we're going to take this idea and let's maximize this here. All right, we're going to take this idea of the playwriting handout. I need a title. I need a title. Someone in the audience, if you can give me a title. Oh, yes, you over there, Miss Madison. I need a title for the story.
The Long Lost Brothers.
The Long Lost Brothers. And it is by, I'm going to put Miss Madison and Mr. Bryan here. All right, at Rise, we see, I need a name for a brother. And you know what? Since this was said a little earlier, we see Anthony and Evil Tony in a pizzeria, a place. And they are, who are they to each other, friends? If you said brothers, you are absolutely correct. So fill that in, brothers. And, oh, what did I just do? There we go. There we go. Haha. They are, let's see here. They are brothers and they are busy. Well, since they're in a pizzeria and they're brothers, let's say we make them making pizza. They're busy making pizza. So we see Anthony and Evil Tony in a pizzeria. They are brothers and they are busy making pizza. All right, friends. In the beginning, let's see here. Remember, the beginning is all setup. We want to know that first image before things change. What is that base reality?
And friends, remember for this handout, you don't have to write. We're not writing the whole story, right? We're just thinking. We're planning it out. Okay. So the words we want to see are the top half of that page, right here. You can't see my hands. Are the top half of that page. That's the only place that you have to put. That you really have to write, and the rest of it, you're just kind of jotting down notes. You're thinking about, you're starting to get your brain moving. If you want to go and write your whole story, go for it, please. But remember that you don't have to jump into it all right away. Sorry, Mr. Bryan, go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We want to get the structure. We want to get the structure, the backbone of this story. So don't worry about going into the details. Details will happen later, but we want to know the important structure. We want to build the frame of this story, the blueprint, before we go into filling it in. All right. So beginning, who is there? What are they doing? When is this happening? Where is this happening? Why is this happening? So in the case of Anthony and Evil Tony, who do we meet? Anthony and Evil Tony. What are they doing? Making pizza. When is it happening, friends?
The future.
The future. Where is this happening, friends?
In a pizzeria.
In a pizzeria. Why is this happening? It's up for you to decide, friends. It's up for you to decide. Middle. What goes wrong? What is the thing that happens? Now, I want you to make this important, not only to you, but to Anthony and Evil Tony. What goes wrong? Oh, they have run out of toppings. So, friends, with that said, what is the moral of the story? What happens at the end, and what is the moral of the story? It's up to you to decide. It's up to you to decide. All right, this is
the moral, Mr. Bryan, is what we learn from the story, right? What the audience learns from the story.
That's right. The lesson from the story. So not only do you could find that by what the characters learn, and we find out by watching what they do and how they interact. All right. So now we have Anthony, Evil Tony. I want you to take 2 characters of your choosing from your archetype list. Yes, from your archetype list. It can be any 2. You can do more than one of these, but I want you to spend the time right now. Spend like in the next 10, 15 minutes of your own time. So if you can't do it now, do it at a different time. But I encourage you to do it now while it's still warmed up and fresh in your brains, and fill out one of these sheets. And if you'd like to, tweet us, share it with us. Insta us, email us, do one of those things, and take the time, pause right now, and focus on your own work. All right, go to it. And when you're back, we will finish up. See you in a few. And look at that, we're back because it's been 10 minutes.
That was fast.
That was fast, wasn't it? All right. Is there anything else that we need to say, Miss Madison, before we wrap up?
No, let's do a quick review. So today we talked about status, which was remember who has the power and how it affects the dialogue. The dialogue, and remember that is two or more people talking to each other in a play. Ensemble. I think that's it, Mr. Bryan.
Cool. All right, with that said, I want you all to give me, when I say go, a tableau of how you're feeling about class today, about how you're feeling in general. So now that we've had class, give me a tableau of how you're feeling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freeze. And all right, you're frozen. Breathe that in, breathe that feeling in, acknowledge it, and breathe it out. Hands to your side with that exhale, and eyes to the screen, eyes to your camera, and put your hands in the middle. And give me a drama class on tres. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Drama class.
Oh, we got it, Mr. Bryan.
And all right, friends, thank you so much. We will see you all next time. Bye.